It's the Line Makers on Sporting News.
Hey, welcome back to the Line Makers. I'm Kenny White here with Rick Herron. We're going to talk about Notre Dame this week. They're hosting Wake Forest. Right now, Ricky, 10-0. The Notre Dame Fighting Irish, they haven't been in this territory in a long time.
2 to go undefeated. Got to win this one and win at USC. But you know, their defense has been terrific, Kenny. I mean, they're ranked 8th in the country overall. They're 6th against the run. Golson seems to be coming into his own. I was super impressed with him in the Oklahoma game and the win at Oklahoma. All that being said, I'm not real comfortable with Notre Dame laying 24 against anybody.
Well, look at their last 2 games. They really struggled at Boston College, and that is a very weak Boston College team.
Right.
You look back, Pittsburgh, very fortunate to get the win over Pittsburgh. Wake Forest is not much better, but Jim Grove's pretty good as an underdog, and Wake Forest needs one more win to become bowl eligible. Do you give Wake Forest a shot? Not to win the game, but to cover here.
I give them a shot to cover, not to win the game. Wake Forest is a much better home team this year at 4-2 at home than they are on the road and 5-5 overall. But my question for you, Kenny, is hypothetically, Oregon loses, Kansas State and Notre Dame stay undefeated, and Alabama wins the SEC title game over Georgia. Does Notre Dame get to play for a national championship, or does Alabama move over top of them?
I think Alabama moves ahead of Notre Dame, and they don't get in. I think there's a possibility if Georgia wins out, Georgia may get in over Notre Dame.
Okay. Now, I agree with you with the Alabama one. I'm not so sure that Georgia moves ahead of them. They don't seem to have, they don't carry the same swagger that Alabama does. But, yeah, I give Wake Forest a chance to cover. I can't lay 24 with Notre Dame against anybody.
Yeah, this line, Notre Dame 24 and the total of 44. Anything on the total?
No, but I think you had something you liked.
I have some trends I wanted to let your see if you had a take on it. Jim Grove is 13-8 on the road under last 3 years, and Brian Kelly in his home games, last 23 home games, 17-6 to the under for some reason. And this team's not scoring. 21 against Boston College, overtime game against Pittsburgh. I think they had 20 in regulation. 17 against BYU, so 3 of their last 4 very low scoring. I think this could be a low scoring affair.
So the lean is to the dog and to the under.
You've heard it here on the Sporting News. For Rick Herron, I'm Kenny White. Stay tuned for more information.